You mentioned time travel. So, according to Einstein, and in general, what types of travel do you think our physical universe allows?
Well, it certainly allows time travel to the future. And I'm not talking about the silly thing that you and I are now going into the future second by second by second. I'm talking about really the version that you see in Hollywood, at least in terms of its net effect, whereby an individual can follow an Einsteinian strategy and propel themselves into the future in some sense more quickly. Mm-hmm. So if I wanted to see what's happening on planet Earth 1 million years from now, Einstein tells me how to get 1 million years from now. Build a ship. I got to turn to guys, who know how to build stuff. Mm-hmm. I can't do it like you. Build a ship that can go out into the universe near the speed of light, mm-hmm. turn around and come back. Let's say it's a 6-month journey out and a 6-month journey back. And Einstein tells me how fast I need to travel, how close to the speed of light I need to go, so that when I step out of my ship, it will now be 1 million years into the future on planet Earth. And this is not a controversial statement, right? This is not something where there's differences of opinion in the scientific community. Any scientist who knows anything about what Einstein taught us agrees with what I just said. It's commonplace, it's bread and butter physics. And so that kind of travel to the future is absolutely allowed by the laws of physics. There are engineering challenges, there are technological challenges.
They're close to the speed of light part, yeah.
Yeah, and there are even biological challenges, right? They're G-forces that you're going to experience. So there's all sorts of stuff embedded in this. But those I will call the details. And those details, notwithstanding, the universe allows this kind of travel to the future.
And if I could pause real quick, you could also, at the macro level, with biology, extend the human lifespan to do a kind of travel forward in time. If you expand how long we live,
yeah,
that's a way to, from a perspective of an observer, a conscious observer that is a human being, you're essentially traveling forward in time by allowing yourself to live long enough to see the thing.
Yes.
So that's in the space of biology. What about traveling back in time?
Yeah, that's the that is a natural next question, especially if you're going on one of these journeys. Is it a one-way journey, or can you come back? And the physics community doesn't speak with a unified voice on this as yet. But I would say that the dominant perspective is that you cannot get back. Now, having said that, there are proposals that serious people have written papers on regarding hypothetical ways in which you could travel to the past. And we've seen some of these. Again, Hollywood loves to take the most sexy ideas of physics and build narratives around them. This idea of a wormhole, like Jodie Foster in Contact went through a wormhole. Deep Space Nine star. I'm sure there are many other examples where these ideas that I've probably never even seen. But with wormholes, there's at least a proposal of how you could take a wormhole, tunnel through space-time, manipulate the openings of the wormhole in such a way that the openings are no longer synchronous. They are out of sync relative to each other, which would mean one's ahead and one's behind, which means if you go through one direction, you travel to the future. If you go back, you travel to the past. Now, we don't know if there are wormholes in the world.
But they're possible according to Einstein, correct?
They are possible according to Einstein, but even Einstein was very quick to say, just because my math allows for something doesn't mean it's real. I mean, he famously didn't even believe in black holes.